Hello students, today I will start chapter 14 of exercise number 14.1, that is factorization. Let's see the question over. In this question we have to find out the common factors. That means the values are 12x and 36. 12. Firstly we have to do the factors of 12. 12, 2 6 are 12, 2 3 are 6, 3 1 are 6. That means the factors of 12 are 2 into 2 into 3. Similarly, let's do the factors of 36. That means 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. Let's take the common. 2 is the common here. Then another 2 is the common here. Then 3 is the common here. So what are the factors? Common factors? 2, 2 and 3. That is 2 multiply 3. That is 2 to the 4th is the 12. So 12 is the common factors of 12x and 26. Similarly, in the question number B part, 2 into y can be write it, and we can write it like 2 into 11 multiplied by y. So here 2 is the common in both values and y is the common in both values. So what is the common factor? 2y is the common factor. Let's see the C part. In this you can see we can write 14 as 2 into 7 and P and Q. Then 28 2 into 7. Then P square means P into P and Q square means Q into Q. Now pick the common term. 2 is here, 2 is here, 7 is here, 7 is here. That means 2 multiply 7 will be the common. Then pick the P and Q. That means alphabet. P is here, Q is here. P is here, Q is here. This is not. That means PQ. So the common factor of this value is 14PQ. Let's see the question number 2. In this question, you have to factorize this value. Students, you can see here 7x is here and 42 is here. You can see 42 will become in the 7th table. That means 7 will be the common. Now take 7 1 is 7. That means x will be remaining. Minus sign is here, so pick the minus value. And 7 6 is the 42. Then close the bracket. So the factorization of this value is 7 bracket x minus 6. Let's see the B part. In this question you can see here is P and here is Q. No alphabet is common, but 6 1 is 6, 6 2 is 12. That means 6 table will be common. That means from here 6 1 is 6. That means P is remaining only. Minus sign, we put the minus sign here. 6 2 is 12. That means 2 and Q will be remaining. So the factor of this value will be 6 bracket P minus 2Q bracket close. Let's see the next question. Firstly, see the numbers. Here is 7, here is 14. 14 will be coming in the 7th table. That means 7 will be common. And similarly, A square is here and A is here. That means we can take A as common. That means from here, from the first term, A will be remaining. Plus sign is available here already. That means 7 2s are 14. And A we already take common. So the answer of this question will be 7 bracket A plus 2. Let's see the D. In this question, you can see the digit 5 is here, 15 is here. So 5 will be the common. X square is here and X is here. That means X will be the common. Y is here, Y square is here. That means Y will be the common. So from the first term, 5 we already taken. X is here, X square is here. That means X will be remaining from the first term. Then minus sign is here. Similarly, 5 3 is 15. We took X already common, but here is Y, here is Y square. That means Y will be remaining in the bracket. That means the answer of this question will be 5xy bracket x minus 3y. Let's see the next question. In all terms, you can see x, y, z is already available. That means we took x, y, z as a common. From the first term, y will be remaining. From the first term, x will be remaining. From the second term, y will be remaining. And from the third term, z will be remaining. So answer of this question is x, y, z bracket x plus y plus z. Student, try to solve rest of the part of this question. Now student, let's see the third question. That is also factorization, but we have to factor of two terms firstly. Let's see. Here is x square, there is xy. That means x will be common from here. from the first term x will be remaining and from the second term y will be remaining. Similarly, in the third and fourth term, you can see 8 will be the common. That means from the third term x will be remaining and from the last term y will be remaining. Now students, you can see two terms are here. So x plus y will be common from both terms. That means we took x plus y as a common. So from the first term x will be remaining and from the second term 8 will be remaining. So the answer of this question is x plus y and x plus 8. Similarly, let's see the next question. Pick the common terms from both terms. Like we can take 3 as common and x is here, that means x will be common. So what will be remaining? 5y minus 3, 2 is 6. Similarly, you can see in both terms 1 will be only common, that means 5y minus 2 will be remaining from the last two terms. So now you can see 5y plus 2 will be common, 5y minus 2 will be common. So from the first term what will be remaining? 3x, and from the second term what will be remaining? Plus 1. Let's see the next question. In this question you can see x will be common, that means a plus b will be remaining, and now here y will be the common, but minus y will be common. So a plus b also remaining in the last two terms. So now students, similarly like previous question, you can see here a plus b will be common. So what will be remaining? X minus y. Let's see the next question. Student, firstly we will arrange this value like 15 p cube. We will move in this term in second term, that is 9. Sorry, it will be transferred, that is 25p. Now 15 will be transferred in the third term, that is 15 plus 9. Q will be transferred in the fourth term. Let's pick the common ones. That means 5 will be the common from both two terms and p also will be common. That means 5 3 is 15. 3q will be remaining plus 5 5 is 25. 3q plus 5 will be remaining from the first term. Similarly, in the second term 3 will be common, that means 3 5 is 15 plus 3 3 is 9. 3q will be common. That means now students, you can see here 3q plus 5 will be common in both terms. So what will be remaining in the next term? That means 5p plus 3. Similarly, let's see the last question. Students, firstly we will arrange this value. That means we can write 7xy minus 7 minus xyz minus z. So let's take the common values. 7 will be common from first two terms, that means xy minus 1 will be remaining and minus z will be common, that means xy minus 1 will be remaining from the last two terms. So you can see here xy minus 1 will be common. So what will be remaining? 7 minus z. Thank you. Hello students. Today I will start chapter 14, exercise number 14.2. Let's see the question number 1. In this question you have to factorize the following. How? Let's see. In the A part, the question is a square plus 8a plus 16. Student, firstly we will convert this value like a square. You can see the last term. Last term is 16. We can write this value like 4 square. And 8 is as 2 multiply a multiply 4. So now we can compare this value by the identity. Which identity? A plus b whole square. That means a square plus 2ab plus b square. So students, what is the value of a here? A. And what is the value of b here? 4. That means after converting this value in this term, we can write the value like a plus 4 whole square. So the answer of this question is this. Let's see the next part. In this part, firstly we will convert this value like p square, and the last one we can write plus 5 whole square. And the middle term we can write 2 multiply. What is the value of a here? P. And what is the value of b here? 5. So now we can compare the value by the identity a minus b whole square. That means a square minus 2ab plus b square. So now we can write this value like p minus 5 whole square. Similarly, student, try to solve this question also. Firstly, we can convert this value in the a plus b whole square identity. That means we can write a square plus 2ab plus b square, and we can write minus 4lm like this. Now we can subtract this and this value. That means what will be the value? L square minus 2lm plus m square. Now students, you can see when we compare this value by the identity a minus b whole square, we can write this value like L minus m whole square. So the answer of this part is this. Now students, try to solve rest of the part of question number 1. Okay. Now students, let's see the question number 2. This is also very easy question. In this question you have to do the factorization. But what identity we have to use here? A square minus b square equal to a plus b and a minus b. Firstly, we will compare this value. 4p square, we can write this value like 2p whole square, and 9p square, now 9q square, we can write like 3q whole square. That means a's value is 2p, and what is the value of b? 3q. That means we can write this value like 2p plus 3q and 2p minus 3q. Let's see the next question. In this part, you can see 63a square is here and 112b square is here. 63 is not the perfect square and also 112 is not the perfect square. So firstly we will take common 7. That means inside the bracket what value will be remaining? 9a square minus 16b square. Now we spend 7. 9a square we can write like 3a whole square minus 16b square, we can write like 4b whole square. That means now we can compare this value by the identity. Which identity? A square minus b square. That means a plus b and a minus b. So we can write this value like 7 bracket 3a plus 4b and in another bracket 3a minus 4b. Let's see the next part. In this question, the question is 9x square y square minus 16. Firstly, we will convert this value like 3xy whole square minus 4 square. That means now when we compare this value by the identity a square minus b square, so a's value is here 3xy and b's value is here 4. So we can write this value like 3xy plus 4 in one bracket and in another bracket 3xy minus 4. So student, try to solve rest of the part. Okay, now student, let's see the question number 3. In this question also you have to do the factorization of the following questions. Let's see the a part. Students, we will take common here. What is the common? Here is a but here is b. So we can't take a or b in common in this question. But here you can see here is x square and here is x power 1. So we will take less degree here. That means x will be common and what degree will be here? Here is 2, here is 1. So we will take 1 common. That means from the first bracket, first part, what will be remaining? A into, we can write like value a into x into x. X is already taken outside. That means what will be remaining? Ax. And from here only b will be remaining. So the answer of this question is x bracket ax plus b. Let's see the next question. Student, firstly we will see the alphabet here. Here is p square, here is q square. So we can't take p or q as a common. So let's see the digit. Here is 7, here is 21. So 7 will be common. From the first term p square will be remaining and from the second term 7, 3s are 21. That means 3q square. Let's see the next question. In each term you can see 2 is common. So we will take 2 as a common. From the next values you can see here x is here, x is here, x is here. So we can take x common and let's count the degree here. Here is 3, here is 1, here is 1. So we take x as a common. So from the first term x square will be remaining, second term y square will be remaining, and the third term z square will be remaining. Let's see the next question. In this question, starting two terms, firstly we will take. So m square will be common from the starting two terms. What will be remaining? A plus b. And from the last two terms, n square will be common. So a plus b will be remaining from the last two terms also. Now you can see here a plus b is common in both terms. That means a plus b will be common. So what will be remaining? M square plus n square. Similarly, let's see the next question. In this question, starting two term L will be common. So m plus 1 will be remaining, and last two terms 1 will be common. That means m plus 1 also will be remaining. So students, you can see here what will be common? M plus 1. So the answer of this question is m plus 1 in one bracket and in second bracket L plus 1. So students, try to solve rest of the part of question number 3. Now students, let's see the question number 5. This is the last question of this exercise. In this question, the first value is p square plus 6p plus 8. Students, you have to do the factorization also in this question. But how? Let's see. Firstly, we will pick the last digit. Last digit is 8 here. 8 will become in which table? 2 4 is 8, that means 2's table. 4 2 is 8 and 1 tables. 8 1 is 8. These are the factors 2 plus 4, 2 into 4 and 1 into 8. So 8 will come in 2's table, 4 table, 1 table and 8 table. Let's see the rest of the part. Before the 8, what sign is here? Plus. And that means if the sign is plus here, that means you have to use these factors by adding 8 and now you have to find 6. Like how? 1 plus 8 that means 9 and 2 plus 4 that means 6. So we will pick 2 plus 4. That means we can write this value like 2p square plus 2p plus 4p plus 8. Now students, take the common from starting two terms. P will be the common. That means p plus 2 will be remaining, and from last two terms 4 will be common. So p plus 2 will be remaining. So now from here you can see p plus 2 will be common in both terms. So what will be remaining? P plus 4. Similarly, let's see again this part. 21 is here. 21 will be coming 1's table, 3's table. Okay, 3 7 are 21 and 1 21 are 21. So pick the sign here. What is sign? Plus sign. That means we have to take 10 here. That means अगर 1 plus 21 करते हैं स्टूडेंट्स तो 22 आएगा और 3 plus 7 करते हैं तो 10 आएगा. So we will take 3 plus 7 here because 3 plus 7 is equal to 10. So we can write this value like q square minus 3q minus 7q plus 21. Student, let's see a very important thing. If the minus sign is here, we will take minus 3q and minus 7 here. Because when we added this value, it will be minus 10q. Now, pick the common from the starting two terms. Q will be the common. Q minus 3 will be remaining. And from the last two terms, minus 7 will be common. So, what will be remaining? Q minus 3. Now, from here, what is remaining? Q minus 3 in one bracket and Q minus 7 will be in the second bracket because Q minus 3 is common in both terms. Let's see the last part. 16 is here. 16. The factors of 16 is 1 into 16 and 2 8s are 16 and 4 4s are 16. So student, what sign is here? Minus. 16 minus 1 will be 15. 8 minus 2 will be 6 and 4 minus 4 will be 0. What we will pick here? 8 minus 2, because 8 minus 2's value is 6, and you can see here what is the value of here 6. That means we can take p square plus 8p minus 2p minus 16. So pick p as a common from the starting two terms. What will be remaining? P plus 8, and minus 2 will be common from the last two terms. What will be remaining? P minus 8. P plus 8, sorry, because minus is here. So from the two terms, p plus 8 will be common. So the answer of this question will be p minus 2 and p plus 8. Thank you.